Hello guys, Termex here, and welcome back to another New World video. I'm going to be going over my personal best and favorite spear build for PvP and PvE, and I want this video to be more centered around the people that love using the spear and they want to utilize it as much as possible. With this build, you're basically going to have 0 cooldowns when it comes to your abilities, you're going to be knocking people on their ass quite repetitively, and you're going to be doing a lot of damage while doing so. So the first thing I do want to mention is I am running a full dexterity build. If you look over into my character here, this is my current build. I'm almost level 60. I'm still getting things done and still getting the most out of my build. But I will recommend if you are using a spear, dexterity is the way to go, as it does get the most benefit per point. Now a lot of people are going to say, why did you max out dexterity? You shouldn't max out one category. You should put some points into strength so you can get those diminishing returns removed. In all honesty, I spec dexterity for 200 and I put about 100 into strength, and it was actually a lower gear score than it is now. So I'm going to say that I don't think diminishing returns applies to weapons like this, or maybe that's just dexterity itself, but anyways, that is what we're rocking here. I do traditionally run light armor with this setup, and that's what you should be running. I do have most of the Shrouded Intent coat set, the upgraded version of it. And this is a great set. It does give you a lot of dexterity, but I only have 2 pieces because I didn't want to rock full medium. And in all honesty, I don't like the rolls of that entire set. But now for the important thing, let's talk about our spear. Now with this spear, this is actually the tier 4 Syndicate spear. It is only level 49, but it's been bringing me throughout the whole game, and I'm almost level 60, and the damage is pretty damn nice. We do have 22 points of dexterity from it. We do have Keen, which gives us more crit chance, which is amazing on spears, by the way. And on top of that, we do have Enchanted, which gives us a light and heavy attack bonus damage by 8%, basically meaning we're always going to do 8% more damage. But what about the spear makes it so great? What should you be rocking when you're actually using this spear? And I'm going to show you the little setup I have here, which is this right here. Now, I'm going to go over a few things, because a lot of people are going to be questioning why I'm not running Impaler and not running the bleed with the whole vault kick and the stun. I'm going to get into this. When you're running the spear is one of those things that a lot of people are going to distance themselves. They know what you do. They know what the spear does, so they're not going to go up right on you and let you get that bleed off. They're not going to let you get that little perforate off to get that bonus rend damage. So for me at least, I don't like running those kind of abilities. In all honesty, Cyclone is not that great. I mean, it's good for slowing down targets, but other than that, it pushes enemies back, which is kind of the complete opposite of what we're going for here. So let's go over the first ability, which is your Javelin. This allows you just to throw your spear and you deal 125% weapon damage. Honestly, really nice. But on top of that, once you get more points down into it, targets are knocked down on hit, headshots reduce the cooldown by 50%, and for every meter it travels, it does 2.5% more damage, up to 100% more damage. So theoretically, if the conditions are correct, you can actually get 225% weapon damage off of your Javelin throw. And if you can get that to crit for a headshot, you could hit for 4,000-5,000 damage easily. Next up, we do have Sweep. This just allows us to knock people on their ass once again. We don't deal a lot of damage, but that's not what this attack is for. You can get grit with this attack, so you're not stoppable during this attack, so they can't interrupt you. But I do love Coup de Grace, or Coup de Grace, actually. That's the name, Coup de Grace. When you press your attack command right after you sweep an enemy like this, it allows you to just skewer them into the ground, which does a crap ton of damage. And now the last ability I do want to go over is Perforate. You do 3 little quick jabs that deal 70% weapon damage and apply rend. Every stack of rend will reduce the target's damage absorption by 5% for 10 seconds. So when you get 3 stacks of rend on an enemy, simply by hitting all of these with that, everyone in your group, be it you, be it anyone, will do 15% more damage to that specific enemy. And this has many applications, especially in PvP, even in PvE, and it's an overall great ability to be using. And that's why I love this build so much. You're not constantly changing your build, wasting your ass off. Oh, time to go PvP, let's switch this. Time to go PvE, let's switch this. This will do everything. Now let's talk about the little other skills that I got here so no one's confused. We do have Refreshing Reach, which is when we do a heavy attack, all of our cooldowns are reduced by 15%, pretty nice. Merciless Strength is amazing as well. Since we're knocking enemies down so often, this actually boosts our damage when they're knocked by 25%. We also have Strong Conditioning, so we get more stamina regen when we're below 50% stamina. You'll actually know when this activates when that little bonus stamina regeneration pops up, and you can see we do regenerate stamina a lot quicker with that buff. And finally, the capstone of Reserve Strength, where we do 25% more damage when stamina is full. Now I want to talk about this because granted, you're supposed to be running this with light armor. You're supposed to be dodging around, skewer, skewer, dodge, dodge, throw. You're supposed to be very agile with this. And you're not going to have stamina full all the time. This is more as your first interaction or keeping your range. I know a lot of people that when you're falling back in a fight, you just pop your javelin, throw it at them, pop your javelin, throw it at them. And on top of our 225% javelin throw, you're getting another 25%. So that's 250% damage from your javelin. Overall, it is a nice capstone, but I kind of wish this was changed to 25% damage when your stamina is not full. I think, in my opinion, that would probably make a lot more sense. Now, as for the little skills in the Impaler tree, we have precise jabs for a little bit higher crit chance because we benefit quite a bit from crit. Now, with refreshing jabs, all spear cooldowns are reduced by 10% on the second hit of your light attack chain. Basically, your light attack chain is this. That second hit will reduce all the cooldowns, but you have to hit both of them or it will not proc properly. But overall, very good for cooldowns. We do have finishing blows, and this is just... it is great for finishing off your targets. I'm going to probably be showing a lot of PvP clips while I'm going over all this so you guys can understand how this build works, how you guys should play it, and how it performs, even with people that were higher level than me, lower level than me, tanks, mages, healers. I will say, obviously, with a class like this, especially when you're running light armor, tanks are tough, but at the end of the day, a spear guy is never going to... a spear guy wearing cloth armor isn't going to kill a dude in full heavy armor and a hammer, you know what I mean? Pick your fights, choose your fights. You're not invincible here. Now we do have Unnearing Precision, and this gives us 20% damage against targets with active grit. So if anybody is in the grit state to where they can't be staggered or anything, you could actually just throw your javelin and still get the damage off, but you're still doing 20% more damage. And now finally we do have Aggressive Maneuvers. Not the best ability here, but this is amazing. I'm going to show some clips here of when I was doing one of the dungeons, and what you do here is you dodge, use an attack, dodge, use an attack, dodge, use an attack, and your abilities come back basically instantly. And this reads that the first successful hit with an ability within 2 seconds of a dodge reduces all your spear cooldowns by 20%. Overall, very amazing, and that's part of this build. You want to have your abilities constantly active, constantly up, and you want to be constantly applying pressure and just being a nuisance to the other team because they're going to get very annoyed when you're knocking them on their ass every 5 seconds. Trust me, I've gotten messages saying that bad words. But for recommendations, I do recommend any spear that you get has to have some sort of dexterity roll. Don't get strength spears, don't get constitution spears, get dexterity spears. It will benefit you the most. And a good secondary with spear is bows. Bows are amazing. I'm going to be doing a full guide on bows eventually once it hits level 20. I don't want to put out a video about a bow that I haven't fully experienced yet. I don't want to be those people that, oh yeah, this works, but I've never done it before. You know what I mean? I want to actually get the experience, get the PvP experience, get the knowledge behind the bow, and then I'll make a video to let everybody know all about it. But this is the guide to the spear. I hope this helped you out a lot. I hope you enjoyed the build, and if you did, please make sure you guys leave a like on this video as it helps me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on another video from me, and join my Discord. Link is also in the description below. You guys have a terrific day, and I will see you guys later.